gatiba no irathie na mbere thutha wa igoti nene kuga kigina giki ni mugaru na watho na gitibatie kuramatwo ni abunge. Hakiaria ari mihango-ini ya kumurika uthiri wa kigina giki thukuru-ini wa St Joseph Dunda Primary Manyata County-ini ya Embu, Olago augite watho wa kugitira kigina giki thiini wa bunge ni wareirwo niguo gikathikwo gigatiba.
The disbursement of funds from the Treasury to the board and then onwards to the constituencies is caused by the poor collection of revenue in our country. As you know, our economy is not doing as well as it used to. So revenue collection has gone down. When revenue collection goes down, then the little that is collected has got to be shared in terms of priority. But even when the revenue collection is low, the Treasury we have the goodwill of the Treasury. They try as much as possible to disburse funds that are due to us. 2 weeks ago, we had a consultation with the new CS for Treasury, Honorable Mbadi, and he assured us that by the end of this month, we are going to have the last remittance from the Treasury for this financial year. As you know, the end of financial year is just about for 3 months to go. So we expect that in another 1 month, we'll get enough funds for this year so that the Treasury will not be owing us any money. So for that, I'm grateful, and I want to thank the CS and the PS for Treasury for giving CDF priority. Maybe I could address this now that we are talking about late disbursements, the future of CDF. There was a court judgment last year that gave CDF board up to June next year to wind up our operations. Both the Attorney General, the National Assembly, and our board have appealed against that judgment. In my view, even talking not as just chairman, but also as a lawyer, that judgment was an error in law. But leaving that appeal aside, Parliament has now taken steps to have a bill that is going to entrench CDF in the Constitution. Once that is done, then there would be any court cases against the CDF that can succeed. And that bill, which I think now Parliament is going to start public participation, it has got the support of nearly 90% of the MPs, and we expect that NCDF is going to be entrenched in the Constitution. So with that, I can tell you confidently that CDF is here to stay.
Land worth 2 million, and the construction here is worth 15 million, which is 6 classrooms. Okay, basically we have other projects that are doing in the constituency. We are doing some renovations. We are doing some offices for the chiefs and the assistant chiefs. And we also are doing some classrooms. We are also doing, we are purchasing mobile laboratories for about 60 schools.
Na tugitigana na icio ciĩgie kigina kia NGCDF rĩrĩa tuthie gĩikaro-inĩ kia bunge kuria minister wa ũgima wa mwĩrĩ ari mbere kana ari gĩikaro-inĩ na kamĩtĩ ya Senate ĩgie mawatho ma mwanya kuria araheana ũtheri wĩgie mũtaratara wa watho wa ũgima wa mwĩrĩ wa mwaka wa 2024. Ningĩ Duale no atanyĩtwo kũheana ũtheri igũrũ rĩgie mũtaratara wa ũrigitani wa SHA gatagatĩ-inĩ ka maũndũ mangĩ. Reke tuthie gĩikaro-inĩ kĩu tuthikĩrĩrie nĩ marĩkũ araheana ndagĩka-inĩ ĩno.
Thomas wouldn't be reminded that we are for the best years for now. Well, Honorable Duale was done extremely well for the last 3 days that he has been there. He is very vast, he is very knowledgeable on the topic that he is trying to engage us with. So I think so far so good. I think, Honorable Duale, we want to assure you that as the chair of the committee and my team, I have very competent members. Quite a number of them are very sharp legal minds. We want to assure you that we are going to work with you, and I would request you to induct the person who has gone to the Ministry of Environment to get to know how the operations of the Senate works. Because I remember last time when you were here, you promised that we had so many other regulations that are supposed to come before us. So I think it's important as you hand over, make sure that she or he make sure that she makes some engagement with the committee. I think so far so good, we're happy. And with those very many ones and engagements, I now call the meeting adjourned until the next sitting.
Cio nĩ Minister wa ũgima wa mwĩrĩ Aden Duale ari mbere ya kamĩtĩ ya Senate ĩgie kĩgĩna gĩkĩheana mũtaratara ũrĩa ekũhũthĩra ririkana ino ni ministry yake ya gatatu. Na tugithie na mbere, mutongoria wa bũrũri William Ruto no athiĩte na mbere na icera rĩake gĩtarũ-inĩ kĩa Mount Kenya ũmũthĩ arĩ thikũ yake ya gatatu, kũrĩa ũmũthĩ aratuĩkania kaunti cia Nyandarua na Murang'a akĩrugũria tabarĩra itiganĩte cia ũthii wa na mbere. Kaunti-inĩ ya Nyandarua, president nĩanĩrĩire kũiyũkia waki wa thibitarĩ wa JM Memorial kuma kũrĩ thirikari ya kaunti kwambĩrĩria kiumia gĩũkĩte nĩguo kũrĩkĩrĩria waki wayo ũrĩa ũkoretwo ũgĩkururia kumana na wagi wa kĩgĩna kuma kũrĩ kaunti ya Nyandarua. Igũrũ rĩao, president nĩathingatĩte atongoria othe gũthingatithia ũkinyanĩria wa ciĩranĩro ciao kũrĩ mũingĩ mũgarũ na kũhũra ũteti wa gĩthurano kĩnene kĩa mwaka wa 2027. Ona kũrĩ ũguo, hamwe ya atongoria arĩa maumagarĩtie president icera-inĩ rĩrĩ nĩmagĩire na ihinda iritũ kũgeria kwarĩria mũingĩ ũrĩa ũmaugĩrĩirie.
Enyuale mekore na guoko, enyuale memoremo. Asante sana.
Thank you very much. Hapa niko na ndugu yangu mimi akaida bwana hawa watu wa Kwale, Mheshimiwa Rais, wamesema hii affordable housing iko hapa, ile mara yote inajengwa hapo, ikiwekwa kablo ipewe hawa vijana affordable housing. Leo mwenene niye nyore yotaragwo na wale tuga woko karao na Nyandarua yothe gutire mundu ukwenderio guoya na niye ndienderio guoya niguo kana tiguo. Mwathani amũrathime. Asanteni sana.
Sisi tunakuanga hivi Nyandarua na kushukuru sana kwa sababu umesema utakuja hapa kwetu, utakuja hapa Nyandarua, utatusaidia na hospitali yetu kwa sababu ilikuwa imekwama kwa miaka kadhaa. Tunasema asante. Tunasema asante kwa sababu ya stadium yetu. Stadium yetu imekuwa since 15 years ago haijatengenezwa. Ukasema utatusaidia. Mimi nataka kukuambia asante. Na nataka kukuambia kitu moja. Mtukufu Rais, usisikie hiyo noise iko hapa. Tuko na shida moja. Shida ya insecurity. Mifugo yetu imeibiwa. Na shida ile tuko nayo, Mtukufu Rais, tunahitaji gari za security. Polisi wetu hawana magari. Your Excellency, here in Nyandarua, we require more than 50 cars, security cars, hapa kwetu Nyandarua. Na kuomba na kusihi, usikie maombi na kilio changu, utupatie magari ya polisi, ndio at least wizi wa mifugo uishe. Tuko na wizi wa mifugo hapa kwetu. La pili, Mtukufu Rais, hii Olkalao Daily iko na shida, Mtukufu Rais. Walichukua loan ya 240 million shillings, hawawezi kulipa. Mtukufu Rais, vile unalipa madeni ingine, tulipie hii deni ya Olkalao Daily, kwa sababu wewe una uwezo wa kufanya hivyo. Na nekwenda kugo idwe oteithia wito ora kwe muthuri uyu ora goko na neketwa goko ana mwatinda mukiuga kwe andu marokete goko gutuhenia na tutingetikira kuhenio ona mwaugereria. Asante sana, Mtukufu Rais, Mungu akubariki.
Asante sana Mama Faith. Wacha nimuite mjumbe wa
Kũu nĩ kaunti ya Nyandarua na maũndũ magĩikarire gĩthemba kĩu. Kana president no egũthiĩ kaunti-inĩ ya Murang'a nĩ icera rĩrĩa agĩtanyĩtwo gũkorwo agĩkĩhingũra kaunti kenda thini wa gicigo giki kia Mount Kenya. Governor wa Kirinyaga Anne Waiguru ni oretie muingi wa gicigo kia Mount Kenya uthie na mbere kunyitirira President William Ruto niguo gukinyaniria tafarira cia uthii wa na mbere. Akiaria ri mwena wa Hitidoba hindi ya kuhingurwo gwa ceceni ya uthondeki wa mbegu cia guciarithania mburi, Waiguru augite gicigo giki gitieherete thiini wa thirikari niguo giukirira aria makoretwo makienda gutwara muingi mwena wa mung'ethaniro.
Kia Mount Kenya atongoria mathiete na mbere na gwikia ritana kuri muingi guikara thirikari-ini ya Kenya Kwanza niguo mamukire tafarire cia uthii wa na mbere.
Mimi nataka niwaeleze, mimi sio mtu nimekuja hapa jana. Urafiki yangu na watu wa Kirinyaga, urafiki yangu na watu wa Mlimani hapa haijaanza jana, ni urafiki wa miaka nyingi. Ni urafiki ambayo tumejenga kwa miradi na mipango ya maendeleo. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Na mimi siwezi kukubali ati mtu mmoja na fitina na ukabila na chuki akuja anitenganishe na watu wa Kirinyaga za nyinyi. Hii serikali tumeunda. Si mimi nimeunda hii serikali na kura zenu? Si nimeunda hii serikali na kura zenu? Kwani mnafikiri mimi ni wazimu nisahau ya kwamba niliunda hii serikali na kura zenu? Ama mimi ni mlevi? Ama mimi ni mgonjwa? I know what I am doing. Na mimi nataka niwaambie mambo ya Kirinyaga hii isipoenda vizuri, mimi ndio nitaulizwa.
Hindi ya kuhingurwo kwa ceceni ya uthondeki wa mbegu cia guciarithania mburi mwena wa Hitidoba kaunti-ini ya Kirinyaga, Governor Waiguru oretie muingi guthie na mbere kunyitirira President William Ruto niguo gicigo giki githie na mbere na kwamukira tafarira cia uthii wa na mbere.
Acha nikwambie, Mount Kenya lazima utembee, kwa sababu usipokuja watu wengine wanadhani ya kwamba hauna ground. Mimi nakwambia, tulifungulia tu Facebook hivi tukasema huko ni Laikipia, tukasema wacha tuone Meri kutaenda vipi. Nikaambia watu wangu, hebu angalieni runinga, msiniangushe na mothe motinago iria ndwaito.
Waiguru augite muingi gicigo-ini giki ukoretwo kiyumiria na njira nene kwamukira President alikionereria ati wendo wa uri thirikari-ini ino una thengia wa kuhaguru kwa uria wari munini wa Rigathi Gachagua.
Na mwatikira tuthii opposition ekeide mwere andu aitu tugaga na mundu mugi ndari muhere wa andu ndari muhere wa horo. Mundu wena maitho ni areka atia na wena matu ni areka atia.
Waiguru ongereire ati gicigo kia Mount Kenya gitikuingira mwena wa mung'ethaniro toria atongoria amwe makoretwo magithingireria, akiuga makoretwo makiheana ndeto cia maheni ciigie thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza.
Tuendelee kushirikiana na rais, tushirikiane na serikali kubwa, tulete maendeleo. Na maneno ya uchaguzi ya 2027 yeye mwenyewe amesema tutaangalia kazi yenye amefanya, kama itakuwa Wera Warie tunajua atakuwa na express, si ndio?
Ceceni ino ya Hitidoba itanyitwo kuguna arimi a mahiu na njira nene na to kaunti-ini ino ya Kirinyaga indi ni bururi-ini wothe.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Rais. Pia Kimbimbi kuna soko. Pia kule tunaenda sasa Kagio kuna soko Kibingoti, kuna ile ya Mukarara, na pia kuna zingine ambazo tumeongezewa.
Na tukiuma kaunti ya Kirinyaga rutogokire ciigie ungumania kuria kamiti ya kurana ungumania EACC inyitanira na kiama kia athurimi a mohoro Kenya Editors Guild ni magire na giikaro kwariria uhoro wigi indo iria ihamitwo na uria kamiti ino irakinyanira na indo icikoiyukia na gucokio kuri muingi. Kurigana na kamiti ino, indo cia makiria ma bilioni 2.9 ni tunyukithitio moko-ini ma andu kiumbe aria macigwatire mugaru na watho mwaka-ini wa kigina wa 2023-2024 na kuri na mashira 45 ma ungumania. Gikaro giki kirongoreirie kwariria mitaratara ya uria kamiti ino igirutithania wira na nyumba cia mohoro bara-ini ya kurua na ungumania na uria nyumba cia mohoro igiteithiriria kwanika ciiko cia ungumania. Reke tuthikiririe.
They say, oh, we were given permission, or why did they leave the fence open, and all those things. Those are not our issues. It's that you have gone for this, and therefore we'll follow you. So Kenyans will always want to interpret. If we had let Waitito go, they would have said, you know, Waitito was left because of ABCD. When he's arrested because of ABCD. So when are we doing the right thing? When will EACC ever just do the good thing? If we arrest police officers for bribery, they are only going for small fish. When you go for the big guys, oh, we will see where it will end. So it is a very thankless job. But we continue to do our work, and those of you, you know, some people say EACC is a toothless bulldog. I say the only people who say that are people who have not been arrested by EACC. When we get to you, then you will realize. You will realize how sharp the teeth are. Just by inviting people to our office. You can see how they tremble. They don't say, oh, this is a toothless bulldog, I'll just go. No. They call all their neighbors and all the lawyers and everybody, they come. So just allow us to do the right thing. Let the law take its course. When a person steals, they don't steal for the community. They don't steal for their political parties. They steal for themselves. So let them face the consequences themselves. Something to add on what CEO has said about in the area of police. We are taking a strategy, and it's beginning to bear some fruit, where we are talking with relevant heads of different institutions and discussing this whole issue of corruption in those particular institutions, and putting our minds together and say, how should we go about it? We talked with the Chief Justice on the matter of corruption within the judiciary. She herself said, I get reports that some of our officers, some of our judicial officers are engaged in corruption. Please go after them. Remember when we arrested the magistrate recently? It was still the same story. He is arrested because. That is okay. But you are going to see a little more happening in that space of judiciary, because the CJ has agreed to work together with us so that we can pursue that area. The police, we recently had...
Na ucio ni muikarigiti wa kamiti ya kurana ugumane EACC Bishop David Oginde agigitariria makinya maria kamiti ino itacukiti hari kuyukindo iria ciukitio na njira ya ugumania. Tugethie na mbere, muingi wa Kiambu riu ni utanyetwo kugunikana motungata ma gikiro kia iguru ma urigiti thutha wa thirikari ya Kiambu kugura mashini cia kiriu cia guthorima mirimu itiganite itanatherema mwiri-ini. Motungata ma kugathika 5 jeke kumurika ciiga itiganite cia mwiri kana endoscopy kurigita mirimu imemerekanite ukorwo ari ikinya ria bata hari kugitira aikari guthie hathara iria mamenya mari na mirimu ino macereirwo.
Kwa ihinda rũrũ rĩrĩa marenda gũthĩnjwo kaunti-inĩ ya Kiambu makoretwo magĩtangĩka kumana na raini ndaya makĩenda gũtangĩkĩrwo, ũndũ ũyũ ukiumana na macini ngũrũ iria ikoretwo ikĩhũthĩka gũkinyanĩria motungata maya. Nĩ gũcererwo gũkũ gũkoretwo gũgĩcũngĩrĩria mĩrimũ ta kansa gũtherema mwĩrĩ-inĩ mbere ya kũmenyeka na gũtiga bamĩrĩ nyingĩ na maithori na mbiru nene endwa ao matorio nĩ mĩrimũ ĩno. Ĩndĩ rĩu maũndũ maya gũcenjia na nditi ya ũrigitani hũthahũthe thutha wa thirikari ya Kiambu kũgũra macini cia kĩrĩu sekta-inĩ ya ũrigiti iria nĩ cia gũthũrima na kũrigita mĩrimũ ciĩga-inĩ cia thĩinĩ mũno mwĩrĩ-inĩ, ikinya rĩrĩa rĩkĩgwetwo ta ũtheri muoneku. Afitha munene rũhonge-inĩ rwa ũrigiti Kiambu Ndagĩtarĩ Patrick Nyaga arauga mĩrimũ ta kansa, ulcers na mathĩna mangĩ ma mwĩrĩ nĩ megũcoka gũkũranwo tene na arĩa marabatara gũthĩnjwo makoya ihinda inini mũgarũ na hau kabere rĩrĩa mararaga raini ndaya metereire ũtungata ũyũ.
Be able to take care of the machine, to be able to take care of the patients, to be able to get the biopsies and process them. Then we will set a second state-of-the-art center again in Thika. At the moment, we are concentrating on upper gastrointestinal tract scoping, that is the esophagus, the mouth, the esophagus, which is also called the food pipe, the stomach, and the duodenum, the upper small intestine.
Akiaria hĩndĩ ya kũgathĩka macini cia endoscopy thibitarĩ-inĩ ya Kiambu, kũrĩa arigitani kuma kaunti-inĩ ingĩ maracerete kũnorwo makĩria harĩ ũhũthĩri wacio, Nyaga augĩte ndagĩtarĩ 20 nĩo mahetwo morutani ma gũtũmĩra macini ici cia kĩrĩu, na makĩria ma arũaru 30 nĩ marĩhotaga gũthĩnjwo na gũthũrimwo mũthenya hatarĩ mĩhĩnga.
Now, as our people are being trained, we already have 3 surgeons who are trained to do this. In the county, we have 2 other physicians who can be able to do this. So we have a starting quorum of about 5 doctors who can be able to do this, whatever. They had been trained earlier.
Mũtaaramu wa gũthĩnjana ndagĩtarĩ Pankajani arauga ũgũri wa macini ici nĩ ikinya rĩa bata, amu irutaga mawĩra matangĩrutĩka nĩ macini ingĩ na ũhũthũ makĩria.
This is the ECAP program by the European Union, and the donation of a tower was carried out to Kiambu about 3 months ago. And with that tower, we plan to carry out the ECAP project, which is parking a capsule at the lower end of the esophagus to assess the bouts of reflux that patients have.
Handũ-inĩ ha Kameme TV kuma kaunti-inĩ ya Kiambu, rĩtwa rĩakwa nĩ Mathio Ndung'u wa Mbũgua.
Na hatirĩ ũcanganja rĩu nĩ ikinya rĩa mwanya rĩrĩa rĩkĩiyũkĩtio nĩ thirikari ya kaunti ya Kiambu, na njĩtĩkĩria mwĩroreri twambe tũikĩrie ndũgathengie mũtambo nĩ ngũcokereria na mangĩ maingĩ.
Urerorera Kameme TV.
Legends get messy,
but ushindi cleans legend. Kama huyu anakuja hivi kila siku.
Ushindi with new enzyme technology tackles even the toughest stains. Ushindi, powerful stain removal, because legends deserve a winning clean.
That's the clean of legends.
Nyitanagira nanie DJ Kariz.
Nanie Wangari wa Macharia.
O muthenya wa mwambĩrĩrio kinya gatano. Kurehera tabarĩra wendete ya kurekereria kodi.
Kameme TV.
Kuma thaa 4 kinya thaa 6.
Ire mukenu. Itia waku turuthie.
Ire mukenu. Tikonge nego kugwa Kameme TV muthegi wa Rũa.
Ire mucemanio na ndĩra kinya tene. Ire mucemanio na
kuma gũtuthũka kwa mũberethi wa maguta wa kambuni ya Kenya Pipeline.